Okay, welcome back to the Show and Tell podcast after dark. We just took a little break. If you are feeling the content, be sure to leave a message, share your thoughts. I'm feeling the content so far. How everybody else feeling? I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm with my brothers that I never had, like, because I have two brothers. I got one brother that's 27 and I have another brother who's 18 who just joined the Air Force.
And you feel like you with the smart ones.
We kind of
I'm joking.
Don't do my brothers.
I'm joking. I thought we were brothers soon.
Don't do my brothers. But my brothers don't have kids, so and they're not really active uncles.
Damn.
So
they might be the smart ones.
Huh?
I'm joking.
It's a whole different vibe, so I appreciate it. But so the next question is weaponizing children. How y'all feel about that?
Yo, yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait,
Yeah.
real quick. I just want to say this, and nobody comment because I don't need to make this longer. Yo, I need sponsorship. You can find my Instagram, Curry Mango.
What's your Instagram?
Curry_Mango89 or whatever. I'm looking for sponsorship. Like I said in the beginning of this podcast, I'm an aspiring mixed martial artist, boxer. That's one of my managers right here, yo. You know what I'm saying?
What's your manager?
Yo,
Let's have a conversation after this. We got you.
oh yeah, facts.
Don't worry about
You know what I'm
that.
saying? But anyways, let's get to this conversation.
Yeah,
this shit crazy.
weaponizing children.
Do you do hits on people? If I need you to, what's up?
Who in here has a crazy story about their partner or their ex weaponizing their child against them? That's what I want to hear.
Maybe not even.
Dang, you trying to get us on trouble?
Or a story, just about this situation. Because I know that I have a story, but I want to hear from y'all.
One thing we want to talk about is like how common is it?
Very common.
Let's not talk about how it's common. It's common and it's supported.
Yeah,
They
right.
have a whole community
It's a whole
of terrorists that work together to take them out.
I agree completely.
Yo, have you heard of grandfather rights? I mean, grandparent rights?
Oh,
That's the thing.
yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
So
It can take you to court over your child.
Yes, they can.
I got a little lunch. Somebody want to go before me? I don't feel like I want to talk to them.
Go ahead, Oliver.
All right, so
I mean, I wouldn't talk about my situation. I would just talk about how, growing up, we always had to find my dad every year because he got chased away.
What you mean?
So
That sounds sad. That sounds really sad.
You had to find that.
it's not sad.
No, it sounds sad.
Nah, so the funny thing is I used to tell a lot of people like, you can never disappoint me because there's no greater pain than waiting by the window for your dad to show up.
And don't show
and the nigga
up.
don't show up. So like, if you ain't, I had that happen way too many times. So
That's why I pay you back a week later.
Yeah, I ain't worried. If you don't show up, if you cancel, it's all good. I ain't mad. My dad already got me thick skin, you know what I'm saying? But I found out later that it wasn't his fault completely.
It's the same thing.
So
we had the same parent.
so you grow up blind with this. Not really rage, because like we knew how to find the nigga. Well, my sister knew. So what I mean by we had to find him every year, literally around Thanksgiving, we know he's gonna be over by so and so's house in Revere, and just pull up the week before so that he knows to come grab us. Well, my sister would pull up the week before so he knows to come grab us for Thanksgiving the week after. And it was literally a cycle. Like, of course, it wasn't every year. There would be some years where it would be like 2 years we didn't see him. Yeah. And it's like, damn, all right. Now let's go rekindle that. It wasn't until I was 14 that he was in my life. Well, maybe it was
Consistently?
12 or 13, but after that he was in my life because there was no getting away. Like, man, that's mainly because we had freedom by the time we was 13, so we was taking the train, bus, everything. We knew how to find them. Like, So
Take picture though. We're saying like so you're a dancer. So you had like say like a recital or some type of like performance, and you had a reserved seat, and you're waiting for your father to come, and you're on stage, and you had a reserved seat.
this nigga trying to make me cry. That I'm joking.
And you were mad at him, but you realized it wasn't his fault that he wasn't there.
Well,
chased away.
that's different. Because if it's an event, nigga, my mom ain't there, nigga. You could pull up, my nigga. Like, there's no friction. I mean, so like, and, let me not say like he came to my basketball games, but the unfortunate part was I was short as fuck. Know what I mean, and like if we wasn't up by 30, nigga, this was my middle school, nigga.
I remember.
This is in middle school, you know. So I went to the Grover Cleveland. Know what I mean, like we were a championship team. Like, we almost were. Madison beat us. I mean, not Madison. I said Grover Cleveland. Who was a little school? Timothy. Yeah. They was right next to Madison. That's why. Anyways. Yeah. He showed up to basketball games, yo. But the ones he showed up to, I didn't get in. But when I got in, he wasn't there. And that's when I was busting ass. It's crazy. Check my highlights. I don't got any.
Was that super important to you?
99?
99 to 2000.
Yo.
Is that super important to you? Like that's like you know how it felt like to have your father show up to your basketball game. You want to make sure that when your daughter has the equivalent to that, you know, you show up to any of those things.
Facts. Yo, I remember the excitement when my dad picked me up from when I went to Head Start right there on Columbia Road. It was a brown church. Like, I remember the excitement of running up to him, like, oh, daddy, you know. Yo, seeing my daughter do that, it's like
time traveling.
Man, like, I want that every day, man.
Right.
Like, niggas excited. Just like, but when I pick her up from a mom's house, it's not the same excitement. It's like, oh, hey, daddy. But like, I know she's excited to see me, but it's just like,
I don't want to hurt mommy's feelings.
Yeah, I don't want to, and that's what it feels like. I don't want to hurt mommy's feelings, but once we in the car, nigga, she's like, can we play daddy's music? Yo, I started making kids music just to entertain her and my niece. Yeah. She be requesting music by me. Nigga. It ain't even dropped yet. Know what I mean? But like,
drop it soon. It's amazing. The plug right there.
Know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, it'll drop soon. But yeah, I hope I didn't go too far off topic, but having to find my dad every year and then freaking, you know, I know the times that we spent, like, the nigga was very materialistic after we got connected. So, like, I don't want to be that materialistic nigga. I want to be just there.
Present,
I mean,
the
like,
present dad.
I want to be the foundation. Like,
let me see this.
Oh,
I guess I want to talk about weaponizing kids. I don't have that experience.
Yeah.
But I have the experience of like, okay, daddy's cool as shit and mommy's trying to catch up.
Yeah.
You know? So I drive my kids to school every day. Mom picks them up. They want me to pick them up too.
Yeah.
You know, because when they get in the car with me, I got whistles. We got freaking all types of fun shit in the car.
It's an experience.
You know?
It's not just going to school. It's an experience.
Shout out to mommy, but mommy be like, you want to hang with me? You want to hang with me? No, they don't want to hang with you.
Yeah.
So she tries to cut my shine off.
Yeah.
Because it's so much fun with me. So like I said, I don't have the perspective of weaponizing kids, but like, moms be trying to dim the father's lights because we bring mad excitement and fun. Yeah. We do all the things that sometimes y'all are too busy to do.
Yeah.
You know? And I just feel like it's very important to just let us shine.
Yeah.
Let us be, because you can't compete.
Just let me chime in. You can definitely chime in, but yo, this is actually for my sister. I've been, you know, uncle since I was 18. Know what I mean? But like, you know, when I used to hold my niece, she used to stiffen up like this. So I started like balancing her on my hand when she was like a couple of months, yo. And then it was a year. But actually my sister saw me do it. She was like, don't ever. I was like, dang, my fault. I'll never do it again. A week later.
She did it.
A week later. No, a white dude with his daughter on Ellen getting $10,000 just from balancing his daughter. I'm like, my nigga, that could have been us.
Wow.
All you had to do was record me, but you was in fear that I was going to drop your kid. And I never dropped any of your kids.
In front of you.
Yo, no, just
right.
but
Right.
How husband feel.
But yo,
You know, it went viral once on Shade Room.
It did? You seen it?
Yeah, my daughter did go viral.
She did?
Uh-huh.
Your daughter?
Yeah.
What?
Nah.
I unfollowed this Shade Room.
It wasn't with him though.
I had nothing to do with it.
Wait, was it your daughter?
The other nigga was holding her.
Who was the other? What you mean?
Doing the same shit?
hold on. We didn't really get to talk about other people with your kids either. We didn't get to circle that block too.
No.
Wait. I gotta hear this story. I have to hear this story. Here.
I don't know if I can really say this on camera because like I'm still going through all the situations.
This is a safe place.
Yeah, period.
We're your friends.
Period. Like you're supported.
She said period.
Like I don't care.
I'm gonna just say this: my baby mother was married by the time my daughter was 1, and publicly married by the time she was 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so I get it. Yeah, the whole picture.
That nigga been there. You know what I mean?
How old is your daughter now?
Oh, she 5.
Oh,
Time flies.
it sure damn do. Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, so I got.
Okay.
So what's the original? I got me.
Weaponizing kids.
When we talking about weaponized,
All right, whoa, bro. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, bro.
It's traumatic. It can be very
All
traumatic.
right, so I got 2 versions of it. I got my oldest, which I have every day, all the time, no problem. Yo, daddy's the illest with both the kids. We nails. I'm laying down them edges with the toothbrush, watching YouTube. And the reason why I'm doing that, because I hate every time you bring the kid to school and they hair, you like, use it with your daddy, huh? I don't like that.
Yeah.
So now, yeah,
Stereotypes.
your daddy.
Yeah.
No, because you don't know how.
Right.
I get the tomboy ponytail, put the little braid in it, put a little,
Nah.
I ain't getting fancy. You get
Bro, I was watching YouTube for 3 weeks straight. I was like, all right, man. All right, bang, got the little water, got the little thing down, got the little toothbrush. I said, bang. You don't know who she came
Right.
with.
Right. You don't know who she came with. Right.
And then, my mom was braiding her hair, and her mom was braiding her hair. But my daughter's hair is softer than others, so our hair was breaking. I'm like, yo, you're breaking my baby's edges, bro. So I just took over that. Now I pay for her hair to get done. Like, you gotta talk to me if you want to get that done. No disrespect, but
Yes.
when you was on it, her edges was suffering. Now she Pocahontas. So I said, you know what I mean?
Flourishing, baby. Flourishing.
I want you to be the best you could be.
Period.
But as in,
That's
to go
right.
back to the weaponizing, what I think is weaponizing, not on purpose. No, a lot of it is on purpose, but it's generational.
Yeah. It's very subconscious.
It's generational.
They don't even realize that
And
they're doing it.
It goes back to what I was saying. A lot of people want to be a single mom before it's time
Yeah.
to be a single mom, and then you don't even talk about being a family. You just get
Yeah.
pregnant. This is what we doing.
Yeah.
With other cultures, I ain't gonna say which ones. It's planned.
Yeah. Right.
It's planned.
Right.
We got
Right.
Married. I got married with my first one. My second daughter, I got a new job, got new money. I was going around the world. I was like crazy. I ain't had no money like that.
Yeah.
I mean, got me slipping. I had to slow down.
Yeah.
Talk about with my oldest, the weaponizing is just crazy. Like the manipulation
Yeah.
that goes with it. And since we have daughters, they feel what the mom's feeling. So if mom got an attitude, now you come in my car with an attitude of something that had nothing to do with you. My daughter's always quick to like, daddy, be nice. I was like, I ain't even say nothing. She's like, daddy, I can feel the vibes. My daughter's already 9. I can feel the vibes. So I had to chill.
That's what she said?
Yeah, she be right too. I don't say nothing. Like, bro, if they wouldn't trace it back to me, I was playing. But no, I'm not.
But kids take their mom's side a lot.
But
I really feel like that.
But now that my daughter's a daddy, she's 9 years old, so she's deciphering what makes sense, what's not. Right. So I like to keep a kid in a kid's place.
Period.
But
Period.
Sometimes you can't keep a kid in a kid's place because sometimes she'll overhear mom.
Right.
She never hears me. So she's
Yeah.
like, all right, mom said this and that. I'd be like, okay, I hear you, but this is what happened, this and that. Now, what do you think? And she's like, mommy was tripping. But I was like, but why do you think that? Because she didn't even give you the... So sometimes I don't want to... I like to shelter my daughter and keep her in a kid's place. 100%. But sometimes if they find out, you got to give them the real.
Exactly. You have
and I can't change your mom for weaponizing you, but I can make sure you ain't a shooter. Right. Because you had your mother and your father. Right. So if you come blicking, yo, what's wrong with you? You wasn't raised like that.
Yeah, can I say this real quick, right? I had a younger cousin tell me, right? He said, we both had somebody that we're both only so cool with now. You know what I mean? He said, one thing I got from you, somebody told me not to deal with you. You knew about more dark shit, and you never told me not to deal with them. My point being is, I never had to tell him who to choose.
Your son?
No. This. I learned. I know how to put that full back. I know what to put into my son because of the experience I had
With that
and with that experience. And this was a younger cousin, and just to repeat, he said the difference was they told me not to deal with you. You knew about the dark stuff they were doing, and you never told me not to deal with them.
And you made it. You went by your actions.
No, I'm not supposed to. I'm like, I'm gonna show you what they do.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you're gonna see it. You know what I mean? Like
that was the same with my dad.
Parental shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Parental shit. Like you're gonna see. I'm not gonna tell you not to deal with somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't gotta tell you. Like if somebody, if that's your situation, if somebody's trashing, you don't gotta tell them.
Right.
You don't gotta tell them. You know, I had a super OG tell me, they're like, yo, you don't ever gotta tell your kid what to do. You gotta be there for your child, and they will always come back to you for what you do.
Mm-hmm. And now what you say?
I'm only 4 years in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm only 4 years in.
That's real.
Me and my seed, like 4 years only. You know, he's I'm like only. He's like, yo, he's 4, all the way. Like, yo, and it's beautiful. She won't battle me on this, and nope. Nobody on this planet will battle me on this. I'm there for my seed. My seed is there for me. I'm here to help him grow. Because of him, my growth is something different.
Better, you're a better person.
I want to ask a question. What's it called? Oftentimes when kids grow up and they fuck up, people blame fatherless households. You know, but they grow up in but people blame fatherless households. What is the masculinity that you guys are supposed to provide for your child that is necessary to be there? Because we talked about that, you know, there's equal importance. There's the mother's role and the father's role. You know, what is the father's role of, like, what are you supposed to provide to your child in order to make them not that societal kind of like mess up?
I think.
No, go ahead.
I think you would.
And especially for females, because you guys are girl dads.
You adapt. And this is why I say this. So when I first, my idea of what I was going to be as a father and when I actually became a father is different. I like to joke. I thought I was going to be the fun dad. You know, that's me. But when her mom was more fun, I had to be more strict. It's always a balance. So
right, it's a balance, yes.
Adjust. Now, later on in life, her mom is strict and I'm more, this can go either way you want. We can have fun all day. Mm-hmm. Also, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, daddy's always tired.
Right.
I can go to sleep.
Okay.
And we can sleep for the day and I'll be happy. You know what I mean? So depending, so what you want to do? You want to have a good day?
What you want to do?
Or you want to sleep? But I think it's adjusting. I think it's always being able to be the opposite.
So are you the sternness? You're the.
So I'm more relaxed now. I'm always structured.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not being. It's the way you deliver the structure. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I'm delivery as in we're gonna be at Taekwondo. Not because I want you to be a kung fu fighter, even though her hands is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I want her to be at Taekwondo because I want you to have discipline. I want you to have self-respect. I want you to have calm down. She was 4-0 in school with all boys. She in Taekwondo. She ain't fighting no more. You know what I mean? You're calm. You're trained now. 4-0, bro. 4-0, bro. Dusting them. But
I don't know if y'all peeped. You wasn't talking about a real tournament.
No, I was talking about just school. Cause you know what? You know when boys like you, they like to flirt and hit. My daughter ain't with none of that.
Right. Okay.
Getting around the house on the first try.
Right.
So you know what I mean. But I don't want to teach. I don't teach my kids violence. I say you tell the teacher, and if the teacher don't do what she's supposed to do, I ain't raising no victims. You gotta handle your bi. And if they parents come, you got parents too. But what I'm saying is, like, to go back to that is just like I am more teaching her because her mom's like, oh, you gotta do this in school. But I understand the extra curriculum is what's mold you. What are you good at? I'm putting my kid into everything, and by the time you're 7, whatever you stick to, I'm pushing that. I don't care what it is. but I'm pushing it up along with your education. Your education is not just enough. I don't know what you're gonna be, but you're gonna be something. You gotta be too busy to be into trouble.
Try it out.
Tyrone, I want to ask you, how are you the essential counterpart in your relationship? You know, when you're raising children, how are you the essential counterpart?
I don't think I'm the sole essential counterpart. I think it's a joint. I just think my role is to be present. It's to just be there. So I have daughters. They want to dance. They want to do makeup. They want to do nails. I think it's very important as fathers to just do what your daughters want you to do, but also be a man about it. So I mean, like, listen, it's certain shit that I'm not gonna do. Like, I'm not going to put a dress on. I'm not gonna put a tutu on, but I'm gonna dance through the whole house with you.
Right.
You know?
It's an example of masculinity and femininity.
So like my thing is like, I do think that people make a big deal about gender roles, and at the end of the day, I'm a man, I'm a father, and that's who I am.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, gender roles does not mean I don't cook. I cook the shit out some food.
Right.
I clean the shit out this house.
Right.
But that's the part of being an adult. Not even the father. It's the part of being an adult.
Okay.
You know?
That's how you masculine shit. You guys like,
Right.
Yeah.
clean the shit.
Okay.
Right.
That part.
And I feel like people make it seem like being masculine means that you got to be like all tough and strong. No,
Right,
it means
right.
you got to love.
Right.
And you got to be vulnerable to love.
Mm-hmm.
Because I allow my daughters to challenge me and teach me. Because I grew up where kids, you're wrong. Sit down. Well, no, I want my daughters to know, well, why am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Why am I wrong?
Right. The
Because
reasons.
if
The reasons are
1
everything.
+ 1 doesn't equal 2, show me
why?
a better way.
Right.
And I feel like as fathers and as parents, we gotta allow our children to just grow and be leaders. You know, like I don't hit my kids. I talk to them. I can look at my daughter; she'll sit down. And I feel like people feel like you gotta spank kids. And no. You gotta understand there's a time for fun, there's a time to be respectful. Don't cross that line.
Completely.
What has having
my
a
damn
daughter done to, like, say, your masculinity? Or, you know what I mean, has it made you more empathetic? Has it made you, you know, a lot of people think that, like, when you have a daughter, like, you become more, what's it called, effeminate or soft or soft?
I won't say feminine, but you're more empathetic. Like, is that what I'm saying now, right? I feel like
It just made me become more aware.
yeah.
You know? And I know you want to go, bro. So
I'll say something about this. I know for me, like, whatchamacallit? Wait, repeat the question one more time so I can answer it verbatim.
What's having a daughter done to, like, kind of, like, your masculinity? Has it made you more empathetic? How has it changed?
So I'll say this, yo, and I believe I touched on this a little bit earlier, yo, but like, it's made me more unapologetic about my masculinity. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like this is the opposite way that we're going.
Yeah, that's deep.
Let's go.
I mean, you asked a question, man. Nigga. You didn't ask a yes or no fucking, like, what the fuck? Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So it's made me more unapologetic about it in the sense of like, yo, growing up, like, I've always understood, like, I was the strongest man in the room, bro, or strongest person, right? But I've also known that, like, a lot of times that intimidates the fuck out of people, yo. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you create fucking, like, chaotic atmospheres with, you know, energy like this, yo. So it's like, I've always been conscious of how much I had to fucking, you know, hush that shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no funny shit, yo, like, not having to, like I said earlier, I got something I love out in this world, bro. It's like, nigga, I'll burn the whole city block behind my nigga. Like, like, I need everybody to know it. Nigga. Like, that's just what it is.
But I also think it's very important to be the strongest man in the room, but also allow room for someone to tell you their truths.
Yeah.
And I feel like growing up with fathers and like daughters, like a lot of daughters don't have that relationship with their father where they can just tell them anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's where, as men, you have to realize they're human. Some shit your daughter's gonna tell you don't want to hear.
Right.
You don't want to hear.
Right.
But I want you to be able to come to me so I can give you my honest opinion. And honestly, my daughters, they're 4 and 6, but eventually they're going to be 18 and 16, 25 and 23. They're going to talk to me about shit that I really don't want to hear, but I got to be on some G shit with them because of what I've been through. And I'm going to listen. You can bring to me whatever you want. I'm going to love you the same.
That's right.
I want to be able to guide you in the right direction rather than the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be men that you're gonna end up having sex with that I don't even want to talk about. But who the fuck you gonna talk? We all fucking,
bro. Amen. Celibacy until 30.
You know, real talk. But honestly, we're all having sex out in this world. But when your daughter comes and tell you that she had sex, you can't dehumanize her.
That's what unconditional is.
Don't make her uncomfortable to the point where she never brings it back to you again because she gonna bring it to this bitch ass nigga back here.
Period. Yeah.
You know,
somebody, period.
She's bringing it to somebody.
You then.
I want you to bring it to me so I can let you like. Listen, I done did some fuck shit in my day, baby. Right. But at the end of the day, love is love, and I love the shit out you, and I don't want the best for you.
That's right.
So let's figure out which direction you would want to go, because I don't ever want to tell my daughters how to live.
Right.
I want to just give them my perspective and let them take it from there.
Right.
I've laid the foundation as a father to let you know this is what you deserve, and if you go below that, then that's your decision. I'm still gonna love you the same.
Right.
But I feel like when your kids become of age, you gotta have honest conversation with them to show them, listen, shit happens. How are you gonna deal with it?
Right.
Because this time don't stop for nobody.
Period.
You know? And I feel like it's a lot easier for me if I had a son, or not for me, but for men who have kids, to talk to them about real life shit. Your daughters is the ones who's really going to be there for you. Because at the end of the day, are you going to be in a nursing home, or are they going to take care of you?
My brother always said,
you know?
My brother always said, Mama, you go to the nursing home.
Yep.
He always said that growing
right.
up. Mama, you going to the nursing home. All the daughters, I got 2 brothers.
Right.
It's 6 of us. Other 4 said, we'll figure it out.
All facts.
Other 2 boys, you out, bro.
I'm trying to let it be 100.
I say this to say this. At the end of the day, when you have daughters, it's going to be a hard process. But when you lead with love, you're never going to lose.
I completely agree.
Facts.
That's it.
That's real. For me, I was gonna say I know you're gonna stick to the topic. So go ahead. Nah, because I like to switch up stuff. So that's why I was gonna let you talk.
I was gonna stick to the topic because I just want to say
Let's stick to the topic.
I remember when my daughter talked about she had a boyfriend.
How old is she?
She's 9, bro. So I remember it was first grade. I remember this nigga's name and everything, bro. What kind of name is that? So anyway, she was like, Daddy, I'm your boyfriend. Now first I'm like, hold up. I pay for your hair, I pay for your clothes, I bring you to school. Nigga, I'm your boyfriend.
Okay.
What you talk about? But I remember having my baby sister, and she started talking to me. One time she felt like I was being too much of daddy. We had the same name, but I ended up being like her father too much, so she didn't want to tell me nothing.
Right.
So then I had to slide it back some, and she just started telling me a lot. I was crying on the inside, but I was glad I had that open floor, so I thought that was my daughter. So I'm like, why do you like him? What do you like about him? Right. And it was just killing me that she liked him way more than he liked her. Right. Like I'll go up to the school and she's just staring at him, just playing. I'm like, stop being thirsty. That's what I'm saying on the inside. Right. You know what I mean? If you're gonna have the situation take over. But
your daughter was talking about a crush like 2 months ago.
But it goes back to what I was saying. They're gonna date someone that because this little kid look just like me. Haircut, thick eyebrows, same skin complexion, and that made me more mad. Wow. But what I'm just saying is, it went back to teaching you that the type of man you are is the type of man your daughter's gonna literally
lead by example.
Like, so I had to like really, really look at that. So I just changed the way my thing with me. So when my daughters are like, all right, I'm kind of like him, but I'm kind of old school because I'm Caribbean. So I want you to have a free spirit, but there's certain things. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Night, day. I'm not having it. And you get pop. You know, you come into the room and you're not saying good evening. Like, yo, you don't see nobody up in here? But that's just how I was raised. Now, my daughter, she's always able to express herself to me. But there's a way to do it. I'm still your dad. Still respect me. I want to hear it. I know sometimes in conversation you might raise your voice, but no, I ain't your friend. And to me, because I have daughters, I don't really like to. I never spanked her. I have pop her, and my favorite thing right now is the wall squats. Oh, you gonna have the strongest ladies in Boston. You keep it up. I have that wall squats did it. That wall squats breaking down.
It's fundamental. It's completely innovative.
You gotta get.
It's innovative.
I remember one time like this.
Period.
It was 2 cousins and nobody was snitch. Who did it? Everybody. I don't know who did it. And I was kind of proud because ain't nobody was snitching, but somebody had to break.
Right. I feel you.
I had to figure out who did it.
I feel you.
So they both was on the wall squats, and they was going for a good 5 minutes.
They was snitching.
Bro,
they weren't snitching, baby.
They shaking like they in the cold. And I was like, I gotta step it up a little bit. Somebody gotta hold a book.
Okay.
and the cousin cracked. You know what I mean? So I was just like, yeah. I said, I'm glad she cracked. So I was like, yo, in life, don't do nothing with her. But what I'm saying is, but to me, it's all right. So we got to the discipline part.
Yeah.
We got in trouble. She cried. So bam. So
Yeah.
This is what the important part is, because our parents used to hit us, but not explain to us.
Exactly.
So-
What's the reason?
So all right. So like the other day, I popped my daughter.
It's the
right?
reasons are most important.
I popped it.
You
So I
got to
popped it,
sometimes.
and I was like, yo, I gave you mad chances. I told you, like, do this and do that and do this and do that. Why did you make me pop you? You knew I was going to pop you. So honestly, Daddy, I didn't think you was going to do it. And
That's what she
like
said?
that, because
You a chump.
no, because sometimes with fathers, if you do empty threats, if
Yep.
you do all these talking,
The same with me.
sometimes
Same
you
with me.
gotta put
Completely.
action
You
behind
have to
that
do
ass.
it.
And because I'm in
Yeah,
two different
you have to
households,
do it.
I see like a TV.
Yeah.
When she comes over my house, you ain't at your mama's house no more, so I gotta reset.
Right.
Listen, look at your surroundings. Look where you at.
Right.
You ain't over there no more.
Right.
You might not make it at Daddy's.
Okay.
You reset yourself and
Right.
get it together. But so it's like a balance. I had the conversation, but I will tap if I got to. Cause I really believe if you don't discipline your kids, the police in the streets will.
Totally right. Totally.
Phone talking too much.
You ain't talking too much. You know, it's real.
There's no such
It's real. You know, and no. I feel that way. You know, home is important. You know what I mean? Everybody says it. You know, everything stems from home.
period.
You can hurt your child's feelings, or you could deal with a life of hurt because you didn't hurt your child's feelings. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to. You know what I mean? Like because you see it. You know what I mean? Like there's when you're a person that cares, gives a fuck.
Yeah.
One time.
You weaponize.
One time.
8 times out of
And I'll tell people this all the time. You know, if there's any other freaking goal, objective, whatever, while I'm here, yo, when I speak of authority, there's certain voices you have to trust.
Yeah, big time.
You know what I mean? For single parents, it's difficult because you gotta teach your child not to trust every voice. You know, if you're a single mom, you can't trust every man. You're a single freaking dad, you can't trust every woman. You know what I mean? But there's certain, you have to learn a way to teach them certain voices that gives a fuck about you and are here to protect you.
Yeah.
Meaning,
Right. I recognize it. Right.
I'm a single dad. I don't know who I'm gonna end up with. Will I end up with a woman with a child?
Right.
Maybe not. But if I end up with a woman with a child, her child has to know that I give a fuck. I'm part of that give a fuck team.
Period. Right.
Meaning, one time. So if we're walking across the street and I say stop,
you stop.
you don't have a second to decide. I know Vine told me to stop. but Vine,
No, ma'am. No, sir.
let me figure my couple of years on this damn planet
Right.
and decide if you see what I think. You don't have that time.
Right.
You don't have that time. Meaning, when somebody gives a fuck about you, when they speak, you have to respect it.
Right.
Now, I'm 45 and I'm not my parents. Why? We explain more. The generation after you should be better than you. Meaning, I know how to explain more. But I'm not going to explain more beforehand. You stop the same way I was supposed to stop. Difference is, I'm going to explain why I told you to stop.
Right.
You learn that, you're gonna grow. you don't learn that, you're gonna question, and that question is between life and death.
Right.
How do you know how to do the trust as a kid?
You again. I mean, if you asking me. No. You no. You.
And I'm like, this.
No.
How do you know?
No, you asking me, and I'll say this. I'm very spiritual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not a pretender.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about nobody. I don't give a fuck about.
Yep.
That's how I move.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if I adopt a situation, so me moving forward, if I adopt a child, it's not because I think it's cool to adopt a child.
Right.
It's because I give a fuck about the child.
And the only reason why I ask you that is because off camera, when we took the break, I was like, listen, when you as a single father, your kids are around other men.
Right, totally.
So how do you teach them how to listen to authority and be respectful and understand what people are saying to them in the right manner? You know?
I mean, I think one, we respect adults, period.
Correct. Yep.
Respects adults, period. But we also know there's levels of this shit.
There's levels, absolutely.
So you all speak to somebody.
Yeah.
You can respect somebody, but you check back with somebody else.
Yes.
Who's the somebody else?
Yep.
That somebody else is not everybody. No, it's not everybody.
Yep.
You can respect everybody, but there's only a key people you check back with.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Only a key people you check back with. So regardless of how you move, you check back with that person, and you know what I mean? And you create that atmosphere for them to check back in. You know what I mean? And I think it's more important. And like I said, I got one seed and he's a son. I understand the nurturing. You know what I mean? Like, it's important.
Is your son around? Well, not the business. Is your son around another guy? Do you have to deal with? I have to do. Do you have to deal with that?
No. I don't have to deal with that. I don't know what his mom's involved with, but I don't have to deal with that. But what I will say is, I adopted a son in my relationship. You know what I mean? What I will speak, and I'll tell you, his father will speak on it too. I checked in with his father immediately, and because I am not him. All I could do, and I told him, all I could do is I look at him as a son, and I could add from this point on, I am not you.
Right.
And all I ask of you is to respect where I'm at. Because she reacts to what's going on. You know what I mean? I don't need that. So respect my home. I respect you. And most importantly, I will take care of your son as mine, as good, if not better.
And that's all you do.
And that's all. And wait a second, and I'll tell you this. Today's his birthday, and I'm still good with him, and I'm gonna shout him out for his birthday.
Yeah, I love birthday.
Because
Hey,
one thing he told me, he was like, yo, I'm comfortable with you around my son because I know you love my son.
That's right.
And I'm like, yo, I can't love his mom without loving his son.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yo,
That's it.
I'm gonna be.
That's why I'm going through that right now.
I'm gonna be real, Vine, yo. There's lots of dudes who can't have that conversation, yo. Like on both facts, yo. On both sides, yo. I'm hip, but like from a societal standpoint, like what we're dealing with, bro, like there's a bunch of soft ass, like fuck ass, weird ass dudes out here. Not just dudes, bitches too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like. With that being said, yo, like, yo, again, I commend you just on how you handled that or whatever. Friggin', yeah, yo, you know what I'm saying? That's
How would you handle it?
How would I handle it?
How would you handle it?
I would talk to him or whatever. No funny shit, yo. I mean, I don't think I'd put it as elegant as Vaughn would. It just, I'd be real about it though. Like, bro, like, you know, if you had a kid, bro, you wouldn't want nobody, you know, doing no fuck shit with your kid, bro, right? Don't pull it with mine, bro. And I ain't gonna fucking, and I ain't gonna have no reason to fucking shoot shit up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sometimes, I kind of just elaborate what he's saying because I'm going through that. Well, I'm still going through it.
Yeah.
So my ex-wife, she lives with her boyfriend. I don't know. I think he's boyfriend right now, and I don't have a problem with the dude. Dude's pretty good, but I'm there every day. I have my daughter every day, so anybody who dates her, I'm a reckon to deal with. But I feel like I have my daughter enough that y'all can have y'all times. You dating hers, but once you around my daughter a lot, now you dating me. So what I'm saying is, I'm in it like that.
Yeah.
But it's always, as you say, a conversation. But I always bring it back to, we had an incident where she didn't want me to meet him. I'm like, bro, her mom did not want me to meet old boy, and I'm like, aren't y'all moving in together?
Yeah.
All right, so we got to meet each other, because at the end of the day, he knows my presence already because I'm here all the time, but I need to fill him out. But obviously, and the reason why I bring that up is because we still had a little problem of it. So we had a situation where old boy likes me. I'm cool with him. He's cool with me. I'm cool with anybody my daughter's cool with. I ask my daughter every day. We have questions. Is he cool? He makes you feel uncomfortable? No, he's cool. He's fine. She like it. I love it. Because if it's not going to him, it's going to be somebody else.
Exactly.
She's going to be with somebody.
Exactly.
Him, her, both. I don't know. Somebody going to be there. So my thing is to in tune with my daughter, or if anything has happened, you could tell me. But it's important for you to talk to the guy, because say Kennedy says, yo, Jack did this. If I'm cool with Jack, I'm like, yo, my daughter's saying this. What happened?
Yeah.
If I don't know Jack, I'm coming with a different type of energy. And it's up for both of y'all. You for letting it happen, and you for doing it. You know what I mean? So it's important to have that communication. I remember there was a situation where my daughter's in Taekwondo, and when I be dropping my daughter off, he's there. My ex-wife is not there. So he's answering in the door. So I'm like, you're watching her. All right, cool. So if you're watching her, yo, let me get your number, because if anything happens, you can't get to the mom, you can hit my Jack. That's just a man to man. He's like, yeah, problem, bro. Bam, bam, bam. I talked to my daughter. She already says you cool. Anything changes, you know what time it is. So it's just a man thing. So like I said, bring it back. My daughter had Taekwondo. She's supposed to learn this form so she can get her belt. So what I did is I group chat both of them. This is what she needs to learn. Can y'all work on this? Because she has this tomorrow. Big ass issue. I don't want you communicating with him. Why you talking with him? I'm like, bro, you made it my issue once you started having him watch him when you're not there. I'm there every single day. That's equivalent to my daughter going to a school, but I can't meet the teacher. Like, bro, that's influencing my child. So I understand you're uncomfortable, but this is not debatable.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Bro, she got something out for you, bro.
She probably, yeah, it's a control thing, but certain things you can't. So, but what started happening is, so I'm like, I'm not tripping on you, because I'm a dropper. When I drop her, she changed her whole schedule, so she's home, so he don't answer the door. So I'm like, bro, you not even answering the kingdom to your castle. First of all, I'm the dude. I know anybody coming into my, like, to bring it back, my mom had a husband, and my dad used to come by. The first thing my dad used to do is talk to the man in the house. He's like, yo, what's up? Even though we're his kids, he's coming to see us. This is his castle. He's the man in the house. First thing he's do is check for him. He's like, I'm going to make sure I check for him, because this is the king in the house, and I'm not disrespecting that. And I respected that. At first, I was like, man, fuck him. But after a while, I understand the respect, and I implemented it for my thing. So when I come to say what up to him and he ain't there, I'm like, why you got this man in the room with the door closed? Don't you hear another man's voice in the house? I'm not coming for confrontation.
Bro, no,
I'm coming from,
you ain't telling me nothing.
Hey, yo, what's up? How you doing? Because, yo, like I said, as long as my daughter's good,
I'm good.
We good. That changed, I changed. And then when I change, you can't do nothing to change it back.
Everything changes.
You get what I'm saying? So, you don't understand as a father that you're putting your life on the line.
Right.
And if I would die for this kid, I would kill for this kid.
Right.
So why are we making this something that's not? I'm here all the time. I understand that you're here. Let's go together, because that's how I grew up. My stepmom, my mom, and my dad's other wife, my dad broke his leg. All three of them was helping them get together. Why? My youngest sister is 25. We gonna be who's beefing with somebody for 25 years, bro? Yeah. That's a life sentence. We ain't getting back together. I ain't worried about that. Yeah. So we gonna be in each other's life. You're gonna have more kids. I'm gonna have more kids. If you don't, we all gotta get along. Like I said, I had my siblings. We had different moms, but you couldn't tell us that. You wouldn't even know that because we was raised together, and that's how I'm trying to do it. Yes, the goal was to have all your eggs in one basket. Life happens.
Didn't happen.
Life happens. Your kids shouldn't have to feel it for your decision.
Speaking on that, I want to talk about dating for single fathers. You know what I mean? Like, do you have like fears of like I know a lot. I've been around a lot of single mothers. And, like, they're like, I don't want to bring every. Me.
You get the mic
I don't wanna bring
first.
every dude around my child.
You said what? Repeat that.
So I've been around like a lot of single mothers, and they said like I don't want to bring every dude around my child.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Right? You don't have to. You don't need to.
So Oliver,
Ma'am.
I would like you to start off the conversation. How do you feel about like do you have the same fear of bringing like too many females around your daughter?
Go ahead.
Yo,
No, old thing. I've been skipping. I'm going at the old.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all niggas just keep
Go
talking,
ahead.
nigga. Like I be having words, and then y'all be ended up saying what I want to say. So it's like, oh, my fault. And then
You gotta put your energy down.
yeah, he
I'm
clearly
putting it down.
he clearly needs the vent. So you see me. He
go
tried to
ahead.
pass me the mic. I said no, you good.
It's the same energy.
Yo, you
good.
want both? You want both?
Nah.
You right beside him, so he goes.
I see. I'm just letting y'all rock. But what's the question? Because I honestly didn't hear it.
So a lot of single mothers that I've been around said that like they have a fear of like bringing like too many dudes around their child. When dating as a single father, being a single father, like do you still have that same fear of like bringing too many females
Oh, you should.
around?
I've always
Two is too much.
Okay.
Stop bringing people around your child. Like, yo, no, real talk. No, y'all can hold this. I'm not going through that part. I don't know what's going on in her life. You know what I mean? But what I will say, as a man, I would start with as a father, but fuck that shit. Yeah, I took it personal with an ex as an uncle because I introduced my family. My family matters to me. I don't want nobody around my family that's not around tomorrow.
yeah.
It's just me. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
As an older gentleman,
you know, you know,
back in the day,
no, whatever it is, back in the day, whatever, I don't know. You know what I mean? But like, I don't advocate for my homies. I love them. I ride for my homies. I'll ride for my homies.
right?
But I won't be over here advocating for their moves. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That being said, like I took personals with anybody that I got close to, anybody that I love that's not there tomorrow.
Yeah.
This was before having a seed.
Right.
I'm a single dad.
Right.
You can't love me without loving my son more. And you can't fake that. So I'm on video saying that shit, and whoever I end up with, you can't jump in here like, you can't fake that shit. You can't fake love. Fake love ain't real love. I don't give a fuck what IG, Facebook, I don't give a fuck about that shit. You can't fake that shit.
Yeah.
Oliver, I want to hear
Yeah, just pass
Can you Can you state the question again? Because I had some, but like, you know.
One thing I really want to dive into is dating as a single father. Do we still even have the same kind of like, I said I was around a lot of single mothers, and they said that like I don't want to bring too many dudes around.
All right, yeah, I got you. All right. So I've always been intentional about like who I hang around. You know what I mean, I feel like everybody that's around me can help you grow in some aspect of your life, and that's the type of community, type of village that I want to create for my daughter. So in terms of new people, it'll be few and far between that. Like if I've only known you within a 4-year span, you probably won't be hanging around my daughter as much. But if you've been around for like, it's been at least a decade with each of these people on this couch. You know what I mean? So like, those are the people I'm bringing my daughter around more. Like my daughter will go with me to gigs before she'll go with me to chill at somebody random's house. You know, every moment with her is very intentional. with me because, like I've been wanting to get to this point for a while, but I've been talking about 5-year-old phenoms my whole life before I even had a kid. Like my goal was to make sure my daughter was a master at something by the time she was 5. And the fact that my time with her was taken away, so I wasn't able to accomplish that. But she still be freestyling verbally. She freestyle dances. Like I can't even blow a trumpet. She could blow a trumpet. Know what I mean? Like, and this is because the different things that I introduce her to. Everything is a learning moment, like a teaching moment. There'll be random times where we just crossing the street and I'd be like, oh no, you lead the way. And she just starts walking. Oh, we died, start over. What did we do wrong? And then she's like, and then starts walking. So I'm like, word. So even since she was 3, it was like, nah, try it. Buckle your own seatbelt. Now try taking it off. Try using your thumbs a little. Like everything you have to like. I have a homeboy that's 31 as well. To this day, this nigga be talking about, yo, you taught me how to tie my shoe. When we were 5 in kindergarten, till this day, he be talking about how I taught him how to tie his shoe. So like, yeah, I know I went off on a tangent, but everything is intentional.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Can I ask you?
No, you can't. Kenneth got something to say.
Yeah. We making this a whole conversation instead of a
I would say I had to go through this. Yo, I'm dating currently, but that journey was like, honestly, I'm only dating because of my daughter, to be honest with me. If it wasn't trying to create that love and show that men and women and that wife and all that stuff,
We be smashing and dashing fucking.
but I'm trying to show. But to go back on that, you have to bring kids around your kid. I used to be the one. Chicks. Yo, so if we're talking about friendship, if we're talking about people you're dating, your question was dating, so I'm gonna go with dating. So a person that you're dating. So before, it used to be, if I had my daughter on Sunday, I know she comes in my room around 7 a.m. You need to be out my house around Sunday morning around 5 a.m.
Whoa.
That's how, bro, that's how it was going down. You know
I
what
feel
I mean?
it.
We went out the night before. Yeah. We had a good time. Thank you kindly. And then you got your food and it was time to, you got cha-cha slide before my daughter sees you. Now, I was doing that for a while, but then I had to talk with my stepmom. Like I tell you, that blended family, she came with a different perspective. Right. And something was going on with my sister where she was married. My sister was married. She has a daughter, and she married a guy, and he had a daughter, so a stepdaughter they had. And because he never brought no woman around his daughter, that girl was a demon. Yo, I don't want to say that word.
Wait, what you mean? What you mean she never?
He never brought any woman around his daughter besides my sister. And by the time that happened, she was like 10, bro. It was just too much time. So it was just chaos. I'm not gonna call her a demon because that's somebody love her, you know. Whatever.
I feel it.
So don't get married and move the kids.
No, but you don't do it at the time. No, so listen, it was time before they got together and everything like that, but it never got all the way there because you are not my mother.
I
It was
see.
always that beef. Yeah. So what I did differently, someone was like, yo, Kenneth, if you're ever going to take somebody seriously and be in a relationship, you got to take a chance and bring around. So I'm not bringing no girls around. That's just
Right. No
random.
girls, period.
But if I don't bring her around certain people and start, I would create a demon because she's really a daddy's girl.
Because every person is your teacher, period.
So now that I have before I do bring around girls, bro, it's always a I'm just trying to say the dynamics. It's always when you have a girl and you have a different girl, it's always a battle for attention. Yeah. At all times. And I had to sit down with my girl and be like, yes, I love you.
Girls, even when there's cousins around.
So
But especially when you have a girl, say if I give her a kiss, she's looking like, yo, I kiss you, dad. So you get what I'm saying? So I said, yes, I love you both, but I love you differently. As a different type of love. So that's where you guys show the different levels of love.
So listen to this.
I'm pretty sure he gets it when he kisses his fiance.
So listen to this, right? I'll say this, right? This is something that happened this week, right? My man was, my son's usually, when I speak, we're usually on speaker. Everybody know I'm with my seat a lot. You know what I mean? Like respect that. You know what I mean? Talk accordingly. And then, you know, so if you talk to me, you almost gotta talk to him, right? Because they yeah, because their little spirits demand, you know, their time, you know, which is cool. I like that. Like, make your room in this world, you know what I mean? And my man is speaking to my son, and he says something, you know who I am, blah blah blah. He's messing with him. My son repeats back, like, no. My dad's my bestie. Oh! I've never used the word bestie with my son.
Bestie, I was going to say that word.
I told you, I was born in 76. I don't use bestie. I don't give a fuck how cool it is.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna use bestie. You know what I mean? Like, there's words I don't use. You know what I mean? And he was like, yo, my pop's my bestie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Double back. He come back to me and he says, yo, I know you. I know he know me. And he was like, yo, that's crazy how your son was like, yo, my dad's my bestie. But what he was telling them was like, yo, you can't fuck with me. You can't tell me nothing. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. The person I answer to is my pops. Yeah. My 4-year-old.
That's what's up.
And then he followed up and he followed up and he said, yo, all right. That's why when I come through with some candy, you ain't gonna get none. He says, Poppy, I'll be Poppy, I'll be Daddy, I'll be Dad, I'll be whatever. He says, Poppy, we got our own candy, right? I said, yes. He said, I ain't gonna give you no cookies. Poppy, we got our own candy. Yo, and he, again, double back. My man hit me up and was like, yo, I'm fucking with your son because that's what we supposed to do. Yeah. I'm with the fuck with my nigga era. You know what I mean? Like, we fought, we slapped box, we got mad, but we can't do no crazy shit with each other. But we could get mad at each other and get how we fought, people would be like, yo, that shit's fucking nah. But we didn't put no weapons, we fought, you know what I mean? And the fact that my son answered him like that, he said, yo, I know you didn't tell him to say none of that. That's what's crazy about all of that.
That just means you're raising him right.
Yeah.
You're raising him to know, like, I got your back.
That's all I want.
We like this.
That's all I want.
You don't need nothing you don't need that.
That's
it.
Got it. That's all I want.
You've done your job.
That's it. Well, I'm here. Like I'm saying, none of us on this panel is promised tomorrow.
Yeah.
As long as we do what we're supposed to today,
yeah,
they're good for tomorrow.
Absolutely. Yeah. Facts. Yo, I kind of wanted to add on to something to the whole, fucking, what was the shit we were just talking about with,
bring your kids around people.
Yeah, yo. So, like, you know, with that being said, Joe, friggin', I personally don't bring people around my kids. Yo, much like Oliver, until like I've known you for some time, yo. You know what I mean? Like I've dealt with shorties, like, you know, like gotten to know them for like literally like a couple years at a time before I've ever fucking introduced them to my kid, bro. I got friends right now that like, yo, and truth be told, bro, I don't even speak personally about like my kid and my kid's situations, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like, I don't know, I feel like that's inviting energy you're not sure of or whatever.
I completely agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
completely
you see what
agree.
I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, if I'm calling myself the protector, yo, I gotta protect my mind in more ways than one, yo. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I do. Like I know for a fact, like, I'm not sure of anybody fucking after a year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure of anybody after 2 years, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like when I hit like when I be seeing like, especially like shorties bring all types of dudes and shit around their kids, bro. Like, nigga, I'm always questioning, like, how long you know this nigga, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like for what, yo? For, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For a good time, or even dudes, yo, like on some real shit. Like even what you brought up with the whole, like, you know, your daughter might not know how to act. No funny shit, yo. She's supposed to be like that with you, bro. Like, who is this new bitch, bro? You see what I'm saying? Like, and no funny shit. If that bitch is real, bro, she'll love and fight through that shit, bro. You see what I'm saying?
When you get old, like around 10, you gotta kind of switch it up because the questions they have, I don't want to get up in get up in your thing. But it's just, yo, it comes to that time because your mom's being with somebody, I can't control what's in that household. But I gotta emulate what I want for her in mine.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why. It's not like I don't bring randoms around my, but you gotta go through the ring. First of all, I have a girlfriend now, and the last person I called my girlfriend before her, I married. I don't be having girlfriends like that, bro. You ain't about to just be claiming my name, bro, and have me looking crazy in these streets. You get what I'm saying? So I'm about, you know what I mean? So I don't just throw it into that. But what I'm saying is, it's a balance. Like, all right, you know what? My stepmom again, she was like, Kenneth, you're a great father. You're a great father. You're a wonderful father. But if you don't put the energy that you put into your kid, into a relationship, you'll never be a great husband. And you need to have both to teach your kid that. So it's also a balance. You know, like when the stimulation, when you have a woman and she has a kid and she puts the kid over the man and you're like, I'm about to be second to no child. Right. You know what I mean? It's the same thing that can happen with a guy that I had to learn. I had to be careful of becoming a bitter woman, not the negative term, but I had to be careful not coming out what I be talking about. So I had to be like, there's a thin line between being bitter and being careful, and you just got to figure out the balance.
Yeah, yo, facts. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, we're not here to debate. I just didn't agree with, you know, I don't fault. That's your view. You know, I feel like the kids in every situation always come first. I mean, like whether, and you know, that may be why my relationships have faltered. You know, because it's like, nigga, the kids come first regardless. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what you feel or what you like to do. We gotta make sure they're good, and if they're not good financially, freaking. We ain't good.
Emotionally, mentally, all that.
So, yeah, that's all. I forgot what we was talking about before that. I had a statement I was gonna chime in about, but yeah, we lost it. Yeah. So like,
what to say?
We're moving on. I want to talk about kind of like, so we talked about kind of like fathers being that stern role and you being like, you have to be disciplining your child. How do you kind of balance that with also like, you know, having them be able to trust you in order to like kind of like find their talents, you know, have them be able to kind of like
so
when you say the male,
I got this I'm gonna finally step up and not let y'all cut me the fuck off, yo. All right, word. I relaxed it long enough, yo. So
Perspective is very interesting.
So I'm pretty much everything for my family, you know what I mean? Like my nephew, my nieces, my daughters, it don't matter. I believe we all know there's 24 hours in a day. Yeah. There's no way we can't be everything. Yeah. Like we could be the fun, discipline. There's 24 fucking hours, yo. Yeah. So like literally when my daughter first wake up, when I had her during the pandemic, whenever I had her, like first thing wake up, you got to draw. Like I don't give a after you pee, after you brush your teeth, you got to draw. I don't give a fuck what you draw. You just got to draw first. After you draw, you got to work on your numbers. You got to work on your ABCs. After that, fun time all the way. Like you could do whatever. You could jump on a fucking couch. You could. Now don't write on the walls, but you can do whatever you want as long as soon as it's time to clean up, you clean up everything. You put it back where it needs to be. If it's one thing out of place, then we can't have fun like that ever again. You know what I mean? Like structure, like. And I think that's why niggas think I'm the fun parent, because like I let them jump on the couch. But if my sister sees it or my mom sees it or if whoever else sees it, like, whoa, bro, what are you doing? What's wrong? Like, nigga, let them jump off the couch. Or they're gonna get hurt. They're gonna get like, and that's how. That's why I grew up outside.
And you know what's funny about that, bro? You know what's so fucking funny about that, bro? It's all these single fucking bitches out here with single mothers, bro. Yo, raising these kids.
Hey, don't call my mom.
Nah, my nigga, yo, hold on, yo, Pete the psych.
Nah, my mom didn't let me.
But Pete the psychology, real quick though, right?
Go in there.
Raising these simp ass little nigglets, bro. Right? Bro, nah, yo, how many shorties is marrying simp niggas, bro, just to go and smash the nigga who did jump off that couch, bro? The nigga who got a motorcycle right now, bro. Like, let's talk about that, bro. These shorties is warped, bro. You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
So I'm gonna say this, right? Drop that mic. Drop that mic. But I'll say this, right? I've never. Well, a lot of people don't know about me is that like I taught for 18 years. You know what I mean? I taught for 18 years.
Taught?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay.
Taught, teacher for 18 years. And I've never met a child that doesn't love, care, appreciate, build off of discipline.
Yeah.
I haven't. Discipline is important. If you bring discipline to a child's life, that means that they don't have to battle them bigger wars that they thought was bigger, and they could be a child.
Big facts.
And you know what I mean? And they could grow. So if you can't handle their bully and they gotta handle their bully, they don't get a chance to freaking concentrate on what they need to concentrate on. You know what I mean? That goes across the board, male, female, like, yo, your job is to be a child and fucking learn.
Yeah. Right. That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it, and that's
And while you're learning, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get scared. You're gonna question, but you ain't gonna worry about where you fall. Because it ain't your job. That's my job. And once they know that, they could do their job, and that's growing and learning. They can't freaking grow and learn
Without
if
discipline.
we're not doing our job. So our complaints, I believe, is about people not doing their jobs.
Big facts.
And
Okay.
even
All right.
and even them not doing their jobs stems deeper than them. But our job as being woke,
As the aware.
Yeah. The
quote, quote,
Don't use woke.
quote unquote, means be enlightened. You know what I mean? I like that. You know what I mean? It's to pass it on. Like, dude, like I said, like, we didn't have seeds by accident. That's not an accident.
Yeah.
There's people wondering what it would feel like to be on this panel because they can't be on this panel.
But I also think there's a level of stability. Like, I think when you're being a parent, you gotta let your kids know, like, listen, there's a level of stability that's here for you to just understand, like, we're gonna figure this shit out, but we're not perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and
Where'd you get it from?
honestly, I can't say, because if we're gonna be personal, like, my father was around later in life,
Yeah.
and I feel like I am who he wasn't.
Ooh.
And not in a bad way, but I'm present.
Right.
And I grew up from presence.
Right.
From giving,
Right.
from money, from
Right.
I had 16,000 PlayStation 4s and I don't even know whatever.
Right,
But
right.
the presence wasn't there.
Right.
So like my thing about being a parent and being a father is being present. Like, listen, when you turn around at your fashion show, I'm there.
Yeah.
It's not I sent you $1,000 check.
Word.
I spent $1,000 doing the dance with you.
Right.
Word.
So my daughter, shout out to Harper, she's 6 years old and she's in a dance class now. I know the dance.
Word.
We
As
talk
you
about
should.
it.
Right.
As you should.
We in the living room, we doing the
It's your
that's what
dance.
she's gonna remember.
Right.
Her dance is your dance.
You know?
Right.
And that'll help her perform better. So like
Word,
when she's shy,
word.
I'm gonna be like, it's no point in being shy when you're prepared.
That's right, baby.
You know, proper preparation prevents piss poor
Word.
performance.
Word.
You know?
Period.
So like, listen, I talk about this shit all the time. And listen, we gonna work hard, we gonna laugh, we gonna cry, but we gonna get this shit right. And she told me like, I don't want to do it no more. I said, why? Because it's challenging you.
Right.
Well, we ain't raised no chumps.
That's right, baby.
So we went to her dance teacher and he's like, listen, why don't you want to do it? Because she was like, well, because it's getting hard and you're telling me to do this. And I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, if you're prepared for it, you'll never lose.
That's right.
So we went to the dance class. She sat down. We didn't leave. We didn't quit. She just observed.
Word.
And she just picked it up even more. And he told her this is the best practice you've ever had.
Word.
Ever.
Word.
That introspection.
Ever. So what that did for her is let her know, like, at the end of the day, life's not easy.
That's
And it's
right.
okay to observe sometimes.
But you know,
Being a kid isn't easy.
But you know, as I'm listening to this, right? You know what I mean? You said what that did to her,
Yeah.
what that did to you.
What it did to me, it
you're
made
doing
my
the
heart,
right thing.
It made my heart melt even more because I'm
Right,
like,
right,
I didn't
right.
bring you here to quit.
Right.
You
Doing the
know,
right thing.
just because I failed one test in high school doesn't mean I'm not gonna graduate.
Word.
And And just because, and honestly, it's pretty dope because she's 6 years old and her class is probably like starting at 10 or 11. But when I first brought her there, she just sat there and she started like doing this. So she just started figuring it out, and then she jumped in and figured it out quickly.
Yeah, they learned.
And I'm like, you know what? It's not about dance. It's about learning. It's about growing.
Right.
And in life, you're only going to be as good as you grow.
Right.
So I just say that to say this: at the end of the day, grow with your kids.
Right.
Be
right.
present.
Grow with them. Right. Not against them.
Just grow with them.
The flow.
And be okay with them not taking a direction that you paved out for them.
Yeah.
But just be okay with them, Joe. Just living the life they want to live correctly. I'm a genuine man. I'm a genuine person. At the end of the day, I never want someone to tell me what to do. Just give me the tools to grow and let me take it from there. Right. And that's how I want my kids to be. You know?
Where definitely go with the flow, but be intentional with that flow. Because I'm realizing that freedom isn't real. We're pushed in certain occupations because we're told this is the best job to have. This is the best. So like, I'm low key trying to get my daughter to be a dancer, but also be a. Let me stop. I want her to build stuff. Now, I mean, I want her to fucking. There is no black automobile companies, no manufacturers. So I want her. You know what I mean? Like, but that's me. Yeah. I'm not gonna force it on her, but I'm be like, yo, maybe you should influence it. Consider this. Like, I'm gonna keep introducing. Like, go to the science museum, start building stuff. Like, we be doing all like literally expose her to everything so that she can potentially make that decision. But you could look at stuff over there too. But you should see what these gears do. Right. Like, just trying to be intentional with how I guide her through things, but also make sure she's happy. You know, this dude said the most fucking one of the greatest things I heard in a while. Like, it was like, what's the standard or what's the base for beauty? Yeah. And it was like, I don't know, belief. Like, he's like, nigga, it's strength. Nigga. So when he's talking about being the strongest person in the room, it's not about physically. It's like, what do you have to go through to put a smile on your face to be beautiful today? Like, nobody needs to know what's the fucking chaos that's behind you. So like, especially your kid. Right. Like, the kid should never know that the house is on fire. Even if you back.
Hold the mic. And as a father of a son, I say the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, because I know it comes from he has a daughter. You guys all have daughters. You know what I mean? And it's about building the comfortability of who you are. Who you are. You know what I mean? And that's all I want to tell them. Be like, be confident. Because if I do my job right, who he is fucking dope. Yeah. Whoever don't appreciate that, they're fucking dope. Right. You know, and you should be okay with that. Yeah. That goes across the spectrum. You know what I mean? So your daughters, all that, like, you know what I mean? Like, be the best that they are. Right. Yes. Everybody, that's humanity. Like, be the best at who you are. You know what I mean? Anyone that doesn't appreciate that don't deserve you. And I think that's our roles. It's not a literal role. And I think that's what we're here for, because our role is an important role. And it needs to be expressed and put out there.
Word, that was golden. Thank you all for watching. I guess we're wrapping up. I'm the new host of the show. So now, how you guys?
Yo, first of all, don't forget to go look up my Instagram, yo. What's up?
What you saying?
Yeah, don't forget my Instagram, yo, curry_mango89 or whatever. Shit, camera's right there. Yo, I was looking the wrong way, but y'all got ears, my nigga.
We get
so
you.
Pete, I need sponsorship, yo, you know what I'm saying? Your boy got talent, bro. Come fuck with me, dog. Here's my manager, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's just know too, Tyrone, you're gonna start using a podcast about fatherhood.
He's an inspiration.
Yeah. This will be they'll be dope.
Absolutely.
It's very overlooked, you know.
So I'll say this real quick. Yo, Ty, I expect to be on your show. No. Like,
all gotta be on the show.
No. You gotta have expectations. I expect to be on your show. You know what I mean? Yo, we met tonight, but like, I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
And I love how you're growing, and like
love the vibe.
I'll be wrong.
I love the
Yo.
male energy.
I was about to say I'll be wrong. We'll be wrong if we didn't want to grow with you.
Right.
So I'll be on the show. We'll let y'all know what the date is. but it'll happen. I don't give a fuck if it's 2 years from now. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna go down.
Well, I want to wrap it up here. I want to thank everybody for the time, giving our truths about being a father, being a man, and just being blessed to just connect with people who see things the way you do. We may not all father the same way, but we all father with love.
Yeah.
That's it.
Completely
When do
agree.
we expect that podcast to start?
So the podcast, we've actually recorded a few episodes. We're editing now, but it should be out within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So we talk about anything fatherly, and we're just gonna talk about topics that we think that are therapeutic for fathers to speak about. So
Yeah.
we've touched a lot of topics tonight, but at the end of the day,
Yes,
it's
we
an
did.
ongoing process. People talk about 18, 21. This is a lifetime learning process of being a better father, being a better man, and we just wanted to lead the next generation, let them know you may not know it all, but just keep growing and keep getting better every day, and that's all we can ask for.
Period.
Give us a drop. Give us a
You
drop.
know?
Where can we find it.
Period.
So, like I said, it's called the Gentleman Series Podcast. The Instagram is, we're gonna have that up soon. The website is gonna be up soon. But like I said, it hasn't dropped yet. But give us 2 to 3 weeks to just finalize everything. So we want to put a product out that's beneficial and it's gonna be something that people can really talk about and fathers can really gravitate
That's
towards.
what's up.
Yo, what,
You
what's
know?
the
Right.
liquor again? What's the liquor?
And shout out to Noka, you know.
Hey!
Shout out to Noka, we in the building, you know. Drink
That ain't
Noka.
Noka, baby.
The Instagram is Drink Noka.
Noka,
Right now we
baby.
just got Boozy Waters out, but we will be coming out with a lemonade within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And it's a Boston based. Shout out to my team, Alex, Galen, and Rich. They're 3 New Hampshire guys. I'm from Boston. I represent. I oversee Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and soon to be the other states like Florida, Texas, California. We got a lot of things in the pipeline, but just to let you guys know, Noka's gonna be taking over the Boozy Water spectrum. So just take a peek at it. That's it. You know.
All right, and that's it. That's what's up. Y'all, I'm so happy. I'm so glad that we did this. I met some 1, 2, 3. Well, I already do, Alan. 1, 2, 3, 4 new brothers. I appreciate it. I would love to stay in touch. Period.
Shout out to
Period. Period. Right. Period. All right, let's toast, y'all. Let's toast.
Showrunner. Come over here.
Let's toast. Let's toast. Let's toast. Let's toast. Let's toast. All right, that's show and tell after dark, baby. Until next time, baby. Come and meet the family, baby. Cheers, y'all.
I had to take a mean hit.
Good night.
That ain't my drink. What I drink for?
I'm realizing
That was a good night. That was a good podcast.
house with drunk niggas. I just gotta let the niggas drink and speak.
I like the drunk.